Alrighty, I think I have to be in the vertical feed because, here we go. Hopefully you can see my desk. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have to be in the vertical feed because it was keeping all my comments sideways. So I'm gonna stay in the vertical feed. Hopefully show as much of my desk as I can now that I'm messing with my camera stand. And I just know I need to be between the binders and the candle. Sorry guys, one day I'm gonna have this figured out by the time I go live. Alrighty, so welcome in everybody. Thanks for being here. I'm gonna do my weekly cash stuffing. If you are new to LuLu Innovative, we do a lot of budgeting things here. You'll see sprinkled in some ceramics and art, sometimes some furry friends, but lately it's mostly budgeting, cash stuffing, savings, all the good things that are needed for our household and a healthy budget. So I am going to, I promise you, I counted it out. I have $751 here that is going to go to our sinking funds and our savings challenges for the week. I already gave my husband, actually I should do that first. So I didn't do my own wallet in this week's. My husband gets 125. I'm gonna move that candle so we don't end up with an accident. He gets 125 in his wallet and it comes out of this week's check for both. So I'm gonna put the 125 for next week in here. So it's already set aside. And the 130 from my wallet, I'm going to have to stuff after because I didn't bring my wallet up. So I wanna stay in my usual pattern. So first, so I did write this all out. Again, this week's wallet is already done. So I made a few adjustments here. And then I decided the low priority, I had some money left over from last week, is at least gonna get fives that are in my household binder. So 751 is gonna be today or around there. I feel like it's never exactly as I planned based on some of my scratch offs. So first, my emergency fund this week is gonna get 40. So let me see if I have, now I did unstuff this. I left one small bill in each one and it went into a high yield because I just didn't want money sitting here not making money. So do I have a 40? I see a 35 that can complete one of the weeks and I have a 40 there. I'm tempted to just complete this 35. And then what do I have in here? So if I put 20, 35, then I can swap out this 10 and 5 for 20. Although I don't know if that's gonna mess up. See, and even this, I don't like to have it sitting here, so I'm probably gonna go through this week and put more in my high yield. So I'm just gonna put the date we finished this. Today is the 3rd. So I know, we'll give that a minute to dry. And then is there any other one I can put like 10 in maybe? There's a 15. I'm tempted to just put it in there. Well, we'll see what happens by the time I finish, because I can always go back to that binder. And I do have this one. It's from Baddies and Budgets. It's a $10 savings challenge, just all 10s. So depending on how many 10s I have left over, I should have some. I'll put them in there. So I will show you. I don't think I'm going to stuff this today, but I did make I keep saying it's the year of Pachaco. I really love Pachaco this year for some reason. So I have an A6 that's all HK, Sanrio, it's all their characters. So either as I finish some of my savings challenges and allocate it for savings, it'll go into here. But I didn't allocate anything this week to necessarily go in there. And then I did start a Christmas binder. This I got from Baddies and Budgets in her 12 Days of Christmas. So what I'll do, I think, is I'm just going to either pull out and put into my savings challenge binder as I complete. I'll keep a Christmas a week. One Christmas at a time. Hi, Cece, welcome in. And that way I have a Christmas always throughout the year, so I'm saving for it constantly. But I do have one in my savings challenge binder. But this red one is going to be just Christmas, I think. Maybe it'll become holidays. I haven't totally set my 2026 how I want it to be yet. So it's still kind of a work in progress. Okay, so here's the household binder, which I do think I'm going to split into a high and a low priority binder for the household, but I actually just went and put more back into here, more folders that I had pulled out. I just want to make sure I'm putting something in each week. So this week, and I do have it written out here, I think I'm just going to stick with paper. I've thought about going digital, but having it physically here and on a paper for some reason works better in my mind. So this week it's going to get 25, and I did pull 250 out of here to go into a high yield. So there's not as much in here, but I'm going to do 20 for car maintenance and 5 for registration. Let me see. So how's everyone doing? Is it warm or freezing where you are? We have 6 people in here. We have lots of quiet watchers, which is totally okay. So this one will get 25, and then I just have to update this. I don't believe it's the 26. That's crazy. So we have a total of 45 in here. No, actually we have 50. So we had 25. I counted wrong. This is 50. I don't mind my mess because it's my envelopes, so it can be messy. Oh wait, what am I doing? Hang on, I'm getting confused. Why is there money in here? There's 20 more in here. I must have stuffed it last week and not marked it down. I think that's what happened. All right, so we're just gonna clean up the mess a little bit here. We're just gonna do 1, 3, 26. My pen is dying. We put in 25, and it's gonna give us a total of whatever's here. 70. And then that's where we'll start next week. I think I cash stuffed it and didn't update my budget tracker. So for me, sometimes people say, why don't you just put it in the bank? Hang on, I gotta put the tires back. Once I finish the registration, then I'll start on the tires. Why don't you just put it in the bank? Why are you putting cash in an envelope? But for me, physically doing it, for some reason, I physically am reaching the goals. It's not just sitting in an account and I'm swiping a debit card. I'm literally watching myself save and spend the money. So for me, it's been a huge difference. Okay, so cellular this week. Uh-oh. Oh no, I didn't forget it. It's getting 20. I paid the bill, so that's why I updated this. I'm trying to be better about keeping track on this budget sheet so that each week I know what is in, what is out. Okay, cleaning gets 35 as always. I don't have a tracker in there because it's always the same. So I think there's 110 in there. And then this is what was gonna go into my low priority. I'm just gonna put $5 in these instead of not stuffing them at all. Either I'll use it when somebody needs something, or I didn't make a sports folder yet. I need to make seasonal sports for when people need sporting equipment. So for now, I'll just put 5 in here. Same thing with continuing education. I'm just gonna put 5. So that makes 15 in there. Donations are usually, I do online, but again, either it'll be toward a month ahead or when I wanna make one. Eating out, same thing. We always just swipe the debit card, but I want to start this so that it's planned. Home maintenance eventually is gonna get more than 5. What I'm gonna do is my savings challenges, my minis and tinies, I'm gonna allocate to certain folders, either the emergency fund, certain folders in my home binder, holidays, that type of thing. So for now, they're just gonna get 5 until they get one of the savings challenges. Pets this week is gonna get 20. I think, oh no, I don't have a tracker in here anymore. I did. I'll have to get one back out. Same thing with subscriptions. They're just auto debited, but I want to be more conscious of how much I actually need per month and into the year so that I'm saving in advance. Taxes is getting 40. And then again, I put some into a high yield. I have no idea why oh wait, this came to me. I was gonna say, I don't know why I laminated it, but 40, so we should be starting with, yep, we're at 40. So I actually pulled money last week and it went into 2 different high yields. Water is gonna get 20. And utilities, this is what my new ones are probably gonna look like. I ordered them, I'm just not sure if I wanna use it for my household yet. It's gonna get 20. And again, this is starting at 0 because I just paid the bill. Okay, so that's it for my household binder. Nobody's chatting, so either you're totally bored or you're silently watching, which that's okay too. Thanks for being here. So this is I kind of call it my personal binder. So budgeting, I probably should take this out and put it in the bank because I keep spending money on budgeting things. So I guess I'm debating. Should I pull that and put it in the bank or I'll just leave it. Creative cash gets 5. This is for, either artwork, craft project I want to do with the kids, or, sip and paint, those types of things. Oh my God, why is this? Maybe I need to switch out some 5s. I'll leave it for now and see what happens afterwards. I don't want to mess up the money I allocated. Entertainment sometimes it gets 10. I did not allocate differently. What's on here? Okay, these are 5, so it's gonna get a 5. Hi, Tinley. I hope I said your name right. And if you're new, welcome in. If you've been around, welcome back. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Gifts typically gets 10, and I think I did pull these. Actually, I need to get a alcohol wipe because I pulled it for gifts, and I was messing this up because they're all supposed to be 5s, and I don't know if I can mute myself, but I'm gonna try. Okay, I think I muted and unmuted. I always put a 10 in, but when I did this, I put 5 and calculated as 120. So I'm going to leave it like that, but then I just have to mark off 2 every time I put a 10 in, because I try to put 10 for gifts each week. So this is like if I need a birthday gift, something comes up. Not obviously Christmas, but it could be birthdays. I didn't really allocate anything specific for birthdays yet. I just have a gifts envelope. I don't know what I'll turn these into. I made these, so I'll see what happens after winter. All right, so we're gonna let's use a purple marker. I'll do 10 this week. Oh, I see heart. Somebody's here. So we'll put 10 in the gifts. This is from Budgeting on a Budget. I'm not totally sure when I got it, but it's a cute little gift. Ooh, my envelope is failing me. Lashes is gonna get 5. I actually went and got them done, but I should have pulled from here and I didn't. So this will just go toward the next time. 45 in here. Makeup gets 5. Let's see what color I can pick. Can you see these? I think so. Hey, I think you told me, is your name Nina? I'm sorry if I'm not saying it right. Welcome in. Ooh, that's a pretty magenta color. That's actually a color I'd probably wear too. And we're doing 5 for makeup. So at some point I'll go through here and I'll swap out bills for the 5s, but for now I'll leave it as is. So my self-care gets 5. And this is kind of a personal binder. I just kind of want to grow. And then if I need it, it's there. The only thing I think I regularly use in here, well, budgeting I should be pulling out of here because I'm always using it, is the gifts lashes. I haven't used any of the other folders, so that's why I decided to just put 5 in. And these I just kind of keep in case I need to either pull them and put them in a wallet to go somewhere, or sometimes with my savings challenge, I know I'm going to put it to a specific card snowball, so then I'll put it in here to take it to the bank. So that's my personal folder. Hey, Megan, welcome in. Doing my weekly cash stuffing. I'm being a little lazy because I don't want to edit a video. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go live and I'm going to do all of this live so I can edit. Well, I could edit, but I don't want to because then I lose my watch hours. Hey, we got Rad Girl here and Megan. So I decided because I'm lazy and I don't want to edit, I'm just gonna go live and do it. And then there's no double takes. There's no redos. We're just going for it. Okay, so this is my savings challenge binder. And I kind of updated a little bit in here. So this is a 2026 Fridays challenge. This is from me. I also have a lemon one that I made because I totally love lemons all of a sudden. But I decided to go with, this to me is kind of like a tie-dye. I have red on there from the last savings challenge that was in here. Ooh, I don't think that's going to lift because that's vellum. Well, it's matte laminate. So anyway, I'm tempted to just mark off 2. I don't know. Maybe I should just stick with no, I'm going to mark off 2. I'm just going to do it. I want to put the $11. So if you check out my Etsy, this is on there as well as the lemon. I guess if I finish this in advance, which I don't know that I will because I have so many savings challenges I'm doing. The only thing is when I'm live, you guys are going to watch me struggle trying to open these envelopes. And when I'm filming, I totally edit that part out. So you might have to watch a little bit. But if I do all of these months plus the 4 bonuses, which is the 4 months that has an extra Friday this week. I mean, oh my God, this year, it'll save a total of $820. Oh, Lena's here too. All right, welcome in, Lena. I still haven't figured out if Lena approves of me yet. And this is from Budgeting on a Budget. It's a mini 2026, so I'm just going to save what it says. So this week, well, for January, it says 12, so I might as well just finish it. She does. I don't know. Sometimes I can't tell if the text is sarcasm or if she's serious. Passive-aggressive sarcasm, or if she hasn't decided if she likes me yet. Okay, so the next one is a Mom Can We, and I think this like bled onto here. So what did I allocate this week for Mom Can We's? 10 each. So I do have some 2s. Then we can do 7, 8, 9, 10 into each. She writes with love. Welcome in, Jet. Okay, so I can mark off. I don't think I have that Sharpie. I think somebody had hot hands in my room and stole the Sharpie color I usually use for this. I don't know if it happens in your house, but Sharpies disappear in this house because little fingers like Sharpies. How's everybody doing? Saturday night. I'm guessing it's kind of late evening everywhere anyway. And then this one will also get 10. This Sharpie didn't disappear, so I can probably guess who was in my room. Okay. And then, well, sometimes my clothes disappear, but not really that often. More than likely, they're sitting in a clothes basket, and I don't know they're in there. So this is an Easter savings challenge. I made this like 3 or 4 years ago when I started budgeting. It was probably in my Etsy way back when. I tried to edit it because I use Canva differently than I did back then. I didn't like the way the image came out, so it's not on my Ko-fi yet, but I do think it's super cute. So I think I might revamp it and bring it back. So it's an Easter savings challenge. I try to do this at least twice before Easter. So I can't remember how much it saves. 100 and something. And then there's $10 for bonuses. So I guess this week I'll just put in a 10. Maybe I'll do this blue. And that way I'm saving way in advance. So I do not even need to worry about it once it gets here. I think Easter's in April this year, but to be completely honest, I didn't really look. So then I decided I'm going to keep at least one Christmas in my savings challenge binder. So I'll do a 5. Maybe I'll do a red Sharpie. And I'll do a 3 and a 2. So that way I'm saving for Christmas all year round. And then once I finish these, I'll dump them into my Christmas binder. I guess as Christmas gets closer, maybe I'll work directly in the Christmas binder. But for now, I'm going to do it this way. There's my dollar savings challenge. And I have a $2 savings challenge from Rad Girl who's in here. So I'm going to use these. I usually hoard ones. And I only have 3 left. But sometimes I have a lot left. And then I'll come back and I'll put these in. So then I have a few scratch-offs. I always try to keep some scratch-offs in my savings challenge binder. This one's from Budgeting Life with Paula. And I'm just going to go. I'm sorry. I think the stand is going to shake. It's a 2. I'll do one more. And a 4, so 6. I'll clean these up off camera. So I'm not giving you guys a headache. while it's shaking. And this will save 30 when it's finished. I don't think no, I didn't allocate it to go anywhere yet, but I will. So I'm gonna do my best to save all of my January completed challenges to sort at the end of the month, but it's really hard for me to do that, either because I want to put it toward a debt to pay down, or I want it in the bank and not sitting here, because if it can, this one is really hard to scratch, so I'm actually gonna hold my phone, maybe. Okay, hang on, I'm gonna put it on a flat surface. Sorry, you guys are going for a ride. We've got a 6. I'm gonna do one more just because I've had this challenge for a while and I want to finish it. Not tonight probably, but in a 5. So that's 11. We'll stop there. And I did order a desk vacuum. I've thought for months I had one coming from China and it wasn't coming, so I just gave in and went on Amazon. What did I say that was? 11. So this one's almost finished. This is gonna save 65 when it's done. And maybe since it's a taco, I'll put it in my eating out folder. That seems appropriate, right? It's a taco. Oh, I did grab the updated one. To be completely honest, I didn't know, but I had already printed it. And I was like, I'm going for it. I looked at it and I said, I don't see an error, so I'm just gonna grab it. And I don't know if this was the color. I actually edited it, so I had a pink, a purple, and a teal. So I think this is the purplish. I don't even know, to be honest. But yes, you can grab this from Rad Girl in her Ko-fi. She's down below in the description, and once the video is finished and updated, I can officially tag her. This is from me. This ended up in a black and white. I call it my kitty in the city. It's in my Etsy. I believe this one was Paris. You save a total of 45, so I'm just gonna scratch one of their tushes. It's $1. Maybe I should go for another one. I'll scratch the other kitty cat. Otherwise, one gets a scratch and one doesn't. Hopefully it's not too high. It's an 8. Great. I gotta steal ones from my... Or I can... 5, 6... Hang on. What did I do with my... I know it's here. I have a stash. It's here. An 8 there. Pull out a 2 for the save the day with a 2. So that's the kitty in the city. I don't have black and white listed on my Etsy, but if you like the black and white, I can make it black and white for you. But I decided I'd put it in my binder because I wasn't sure if I loved it enough. Hey, Fabiola. Welcome in. Check out these ladies on YouTube. They have Ko-fis. They all make awesome challenges. They have freebies on their page. So that is my savings binder. Now I have, hang on, I don't want to start my Hello Kitty because like I said, there's so many in here. I don't know if you guys were in here when I showed you this, but I got this. It was a risk. I didn't know if I was going to get my money stolen. I bought this on a TikTok live and it came from overseas. It's a Pachaco acrylic. So somehow she opened these because these little pieces in there you can take out, but I don't remember how she did it. She must have popped these out somehow. I didn't try it because I figured if I break it, then I ruin it. It's all Sanrio and Hello Kitty. So Pachaco I'm obsessed with this year. I changed my Mini Mondays to Pachaco envelope inserts. I love him. And these are from Rain Budgets. They're all menus. They're super cute, but he is like moody and I like just feel how he feels some days. So I don't know how to integrate my Hello Kitty binder. So if you guys have ideas, let me know. The only thing is it came with like this binder cover, but it isn't perfect here. And I decided not to complain. I just let it be. And then I have, let me see if I have it near me. I might have, oh, I do. I don't know if any of you love Pachaco like I do, but like, look at this A5. Seriously? Look at this. And it also has those little things in there, but I don't remember how she took them out, and I don't want to risk it. So this one, it just came with paper, but it's like an airplane Pachaco, but he's like old-fashioned airplane. So I don't know how I want to integrate this. I have an A5 I do my tinies in, and then I have an A5 I do my Fridays with. So I don't know what I'm going to do with him yet, but he's so cute. So I said, you know what? The right idea is going to come to my head, and then I'm going to do it. So this is from Baddies and Budgets. She has a $10 savings challenge. I'm going to put 3 in here. And when I finish this, I'll have 500. This came in my 12 Days of Christmas box. These are super nice envelopes, but they're a top load, and sometimes my bills are not crisp. Oh, that one went right down. Sometimes they're not crisp enough to go in. Oh, thanks. So I've had these on for a few weeks. I thought they were green, so right there you can see the green. So I got them for Christmas. But if you look, they like can be purplish and sometimes at the right angle a blue. And so I thought they were straight up Christmas nails, and they ended up being like even cooler nails. So I'm probably going to switch them out. I don't know. Usually I do it on the weekend, and I haven't yet, so we'll see. Maybe by Monday you'll see me with different nails. But thank you. I never wear green either. I literally was just like, well, I'll do it for Christmas. Usually I put on like Fire Engine Red for Christmas. They are glue-ons, so I don't know if you guys really want to hear a nail story on my budgeting live, but I have always had nails, either ANC or gel, or I've used like the builder gel with gel on top. And I decided that I was going to save money and do my own nails. And I was doing them for about 6 months, and I've always had like allergies in my life. I'm gonna show you guys my Ko-fi haul and then my vacation box. So I don't know if I developed an allergy to the actual gel, but then I also found out you can get a sunburn under your nails from the light. So whatever happened to me, it was 6 months in the making. I did my nails, and like maybe 6 hours later, like my fingers just itched, and I kept putting ice on them and it went away. So I was like, okay, that's fine. Then 3 weeks later, I did my nails again, and I woke up in the middle of the night, same thing. So I used Color Street probably 10 years ago, but with my job, I'm in and out of gloves all the time, and they just don't hold up. So long story short, I either had a sunburn under my fingernails or I reacted to the gel. And because I'm too afraid to know which one it was, I had to completely stop. My nails, they were like peeling underneath. They were dry, cracked, all my skin around my nails. It was terrible for probably a month and a half. Like I couldn't even open things, bottles, caps, nothing. And I couldn't pull laundry out of the laundry machine, anything I used my fingers like with pressure, it hurt so bad. So my nails are finally growing out and they're healing. So yes, I've been doing glue-ons and they have been fine. I don't even know why I haven't used these. And I was paying salon prices. So there's a long nail story. So I don't know. I'm not going to risk it again. So I do have a little Ko-fi haul, and I grabbed even more that I didn't print yet, or I didn't cut them yet either. So This is, I'll just show you really quick because I feel like I'm long-winded. This is from the Butterfly Budgets. And then I grabbed some of these minis, tinies, I should say. This is from Jessie Budget. She's new to me. I just started following her. And then these are by Budget by Tina. Check her out. She's on Ko-fi, Instagram. She's not on YouTube, but she is in a collab that I did for 2026, an Words of Affirmation collab. This I downloaded. Her name is not on here, but it's Budgeting with Abigail. Oh no, she's here. Blessed Budgets by Abigail. I think I'm gonna do, I don't know if I'm really gonna. I keep saying I'm gonna, and then it's like I have so much going on. Do I really want to? I was just gonna do a 3-ring binder of challenges and games. Then we actually have an axolotl, so I tend to grab the axolotl challenges I see. This is from the Penny Pioneer, who I'm also new to following. So I grabbed hers. This is from A Quart of Savings. I love the pink. This is from A Quart of Savings as well. I'm very fond of cats. And then this one I grabbed, it's a roll and save. See who wins a critter race. And her piggy challenge, I'm guessing she's in Saturn Vault. Saturn Vault is doing a piggy, feed the piggy challenge each week. And then this is from, oh, this must have been a collab. Simply Tea Plans, Dreamy Budgets, and Envelope and Company. Oh, I guess I printed Tina's twice. Maybe I'll cut them and then I'll put them as freebies and orders. So I hope everybody has an awesome Saturday night. So part of this is for my wallet. Because I forgot to bring my wallet up to actually give myself pay for the week. So I do 30 to 35 for gas. I have a 5, I'll do 35 because I already used up almost my tank that I filled up on Friday. So I do 35 for gas and then 20 every other category. I have miscellaneous, household, spending, caffeine, kids, and then gas is in my personal wallet. So I hope everybody has a good night. That is all I've got. So check out those that are tagged below once the live is over, and please follow them if you're not already. If you're new here, please click that follow button and that thumbs up. I appreciate it. And for all of those who are not new, I'm happy you're here because we are a budgeting community. You know, I've been really lucky. The budgeting community is very kind so far because sometimes YouTube and social media in general isn't a kind and happy place. So I'm glad that the budgeting community has been so far. So have an awesome Saturday. Have a good rest of the weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye. Thanks for being here, Nina. Good night, Jet. I don't know if I know your name, Jet, but I'm going to call you Jet. I like that. Jet into savings. Good night. Bye-bye.